They're saying Lamar Jackson will just get tagged 2 times. He's got 1 year left, and then he got 2 tags potentially. So he has 3 years before he becomes a free agent is how everybody's viewing it.
Don't you think he would grow disgruntled with the organization if he continues to get tagged and doesn't get a long-term deal?
Well, they're saying they don't know if he wants a long-term deal because allegedly he has not broached the Baltimore Ravens about a long-term deal yet. Him and his mom, he represents himself alongside his mother. And Pro Football Talks Mike Florio puts out, and by the way, Florio, lawyer, been around the NFL a long time. Seems like he does report a lot of negative stuff,
yes,
but the NFL is filled with a lot of potential negative stuff. Mike Florio says Lamar Jackson's failure to engage the Ravens on a long-term deal is strategic or misguided. So that's two very different.
Sure.
Very different. Which one does Florio think it is?
Well, it's either strategic. I think he's torn on it. He's like, this is either an incredibly smart move or he's misguided. Regardless, the 2019 NFL MVP is 3 years away from the potentially becoming an unrestricted free agent and picking his next team. He's talking about with the 2 franchise tags, which is the limit now after the new CBA. You can only get franchise tagged twice, even though players were trying to fight for 0 franchise tags.
So they're saying, so Florio's saying because of this, you could make the assumption that Lamar is not happy in Baltimore. He doesn't want to stay there.
No, I think business-wise, I don't know. I have no idea.
He wants to get to free agency a couple years down the road when the cap's even higher.
Yeah, and also he just was on the shop and he said what he learned from LeBron James is he wants to be a champion and he wants to become a billionaire. So he's got money, business.
Sounds good.
I like that him and his mom represent himself. By the way, every other agent would have somehow got him believing he should have moved to wide receiver. They would have told him you should potentially think about becoming a slot wide receiver. Him and his mom steadfast on, no, I'm a quarterback. And if you look back at the combine interviews for Lamar Jackson, I didn't see any NFL Network clips of this, of them asking him, don't you think you should not be a quarterback? You should try to do wide receiver drills or you should try to do this. And I'm a quarterback. I'm a quarterback. I'm a quarterback. And is he ever? Dude's completely changed the fucking game over there for Baltimore. I wonder what the future holds for Lamar. I wonder what the strategy is. There has to be some sort of idea. But if he's just thinking about guaranteed money for the next few years and then I'll test free agency in a couple of years, I guess that's not a bad idea either. Kirk Cousins did the same exact thing. And Will Compton said he was just saying, I'll take this guaranteed money. I'll take this guaranteed money and then I'll get a big old bag. Maybe Lamar's thinking the same exact thing.
Yeah. Do you think for quarterbacks it's a little bit different? I mean, obviously the threat of injury and being worried about that. But if you're going to play quarterback and you play the way he does, like that threat of injury is kind of always there. If he gets tagged twice, I mean, Cousins did too. He's not an MVP, and he ended up getting a massive bag somewhere else. Like, you would think that Lamar will make all that money if they franchise tag him twice, and then he's going to get paid by somebody.
3 years is a long time, by the way. That is a long time. That's a lot of guaranteed money that could potentially come with 2 franchise tags, so good for Lamar.